Meeting people that vibrate at a high level is like getting a dose of energy. They infuse you with joy and tranquility while boosting your vitality. These people have a special gift for uplifting everyone around them, filling their lives with joy and serenity, and giving them a much-needed boost. It's as if they're in touch with the divine on a personal level. One of the most important variables that decides our destiny is our vibrational frequency. Incredible opportunities will present themselves to you when your energy is high. When your vibration is low, on the other hand, all bad things will come your way. By saying, the power to create a better future is contained in the present moment, Eckhart Tolle aptly represented this concept. A nice present sets the stage for a prosperous future. Through their words and presence, they exude an aura of boundless wisdom that soothes and calms the mind and body. Because our emotions play a role in interpreting energy, this is the case. When you saw other individuals laughing, you couldn't help but join in. Laughter permeates your entire body. When you let your heart open, you release all your anxieties and concerns. Everything is coming to life for you. This is a really strong vibration. I want to curl up into a ball whenever I feel threatened. My shoulders start to roll in and my head drops to shield my vulnerable heart. Here we have a gentle vibration. Even when you really want to be more like them, it's not always easy to reach the same vibrational levels. On the other hand, perhaps you exhibit the characteristics and practices we'll talk about in this video, or instead, you might take these characteristics and use them in your own life. Stay tuned to the very end, because we're going to discuss 5 features of high vibrational persons that are rarely discussed. Finally, if you think I've missed any, or if you have any of your own, please let me know so we can have a lively debate about it in the comments. A large segment of today's society holds a particular way of life in high regard because of the advantages it supposedly provides. Many people equate this way of life with being famous, wealthy, or in a position of power. People with a greater frequency of positive energy, on the other hand, often harbor a secret defiance. These people question established norms and seek rational justifications for the things they adhere to. People with these traits are fearless in expressing themselves, even when doing so goes against popular opinion, and they are always seeking ways to better themselves and the world around them. They assume that critical thinking is necessary to make development and constructive changes, and that mindless compliance is the way to go. People who don't put forth much effort and awareness tend to be the ones who are afraid to question the status quo. Rather than pushing oneself to their limits, these individuals may be averse to change and stagnation. If they refuse to change their thinking, they will never be able to reach their full potential and will miss out on chances to learn and grow. Being able to live authentically and with a mind that is perpetually eager for knowledge are qualities of a high vibrational energy person. People will try to bring you down. Despite their threats of public shame, they have no idea the power of being genuine. Those whose vibratory energy is high are able to defy the pull of self-limiting ideas and concepts. Insightful and profound discoveries are frequently the result of their penchant for asking probing inquiries. Because of the complexity and individuality of their thought processes, they are able to tackle challenges in novel ways. They aren't scared to try new things and push themselves intellectually. They never stop learning. Such people can motivate others to abandon stifling ideas and habits of thinking, since they are typically seen as pioneers. Break free from societal expectations to discover your latent abilities. At times, society has a way of dulling your senses and limiting your potential. However, if you are able to liberate yourself from these limitations, you will have access to a wealth of information and insight that may propel you to greatness. Life is a drama, or Leela as Osho put it. Since we will all die at some point, we may ask ourselves, what's the point of living? What good is it to accumulate possessions and relationships if we are all doomed to die anyway? Life is a constant process of learning new things, but there are moments when it's necessary to unlearn ideas and behaviors that are limiting our progress. This necessitates parting with old ways of doing things to create way for more modern and effective alternatives. Life repeats itself mindlessly. As Osho astutely put it, it will keep spinning like a wheel until you train yourself to be aware of it. There has been an endless series of rebirths on our planet that humans have experienced throughout our history. Those whose vibration is high have a good grasp of this cycle's notion. Their primary goal is to achieve freedom from this cycle, not to amass fortune or power. Whoa, you might be wondering how this is. By freeing oneself from any shackles, this birth may be used. It is known as moksha in Hinduism and nirvana in Buddhism. Only when you're prepared to undo yourself can it happen. Discovering your inner hunger is a great strategy to make the most of your unlearning. In the face of adversity, you may either seek a long-term fix or make the deliberate decision to go on with self-actualization. The need for knowledge ought to be seen as an admirable quality. This wish, albeit burdensome, is only bestowed upon those who have amassed enough knowledge and are eager to learn more. Tap into your inner resources by embracing your hunger and desires. Get off your duff and start living your best life. Else you'll end up sounding like a broken record. You need to commit to a long-term strategy without trying to cut corners if you want to find spiritual fulfillment. You should start by going inside. Clear your head and establish a connection with God, who will lead you via profound meditation and breathing exercises. Additionally, you might make headway by consulting old texts, people, or rituals for advice. Discovering the correct way to go will pave the way for more exploration. Along this path, your resolve to succeed will be crucial. People with a high vibration are in tune with themselves and have a firm grasp on what's important to them. The ability to set appropriate limits in all areas of their lives is a direct result of this. They have no problem setting boundaries and communicating them to others when asked. By setting limits based on mutual respect and love, they are able to keep their energy levels up and their interactions with others positive. They have a strong sense of self-worth and will not put up with anything that harms them. Toxic relationships, characterized by aggressive, manipulative, or possessive partners, are something they will not abide. They also don't want narcissists around who are solely concerned with themselves. Real relationships and friendships are important to them. Therefore, they avoid those in which one party pretends to be someone else. In a same vein, they will not stand for exploitation in any setting, be it personal or professional. Jobs that are harmful to their health, such as those that cause them to lose sight of their principles or cause them to burn out, are likewise unacceptable. They refuse to accept poor wages that do not acknowledge their abilities and accomplishments because they know how important it is to have financial security. A high vibrational lifestyle, characterized by an abundance of happiness, joy, and positivism, is something they generally aim for. A self-respecting person knows how to get out of a sticky position and command respect from others. Whether in a personal or professional setting, this type of individual will always demand the best from themselves. They will be forthright about what they want from the get-go and will not be shy about voicing their dissatisfaction if they feel their demands are being ignored. Why? Because they know how precious their time and effort are, and they prefer to put it to use in ways that are meaningful to them and in line with their principles. They can attract chances and people that complement their values and goals in life if they keep these standards high. They are capable of leaving an unappreciated or disrespectful environment without lowering their self-esteem. Having a high vibration isn't a guarantee of having magical powers. Unlearning the learned patterns of thinking, social conventions, and beliefs is what it's really about. More accurately, it's like opening a conduit for that boundless wisdom to pass through you. When you're not carrying anything, it might happen with ease. Those with a high vibrational frequency seize every opportunity to unlearn. People with a high degree of awareness take even the smallest emotional trigger very seriously. as if it were a treasure trove of information. They take these triggers as a respected instructor and approach them with an inquisitive and receptive attitude. Any change in mood, no matter how little, can be an indication that pent-up stress needs to be addressed. Because of their enhanced capacity for self-awareness, these people are able to access and process their unconscious emotions by bringing them to the forefront of their conscious awareness. Conscious living is important to acquire the condition of magical alignment, since they are perfectly in harmony with existence and fight opposition at every turn. It has the ability to bring your unconscious behaviors to your conscious level of awareness. You forge a deeper bond with the cosmos as your awareness grows. The power to bring one's wishes into physical reality is proportional to one's vibration, as stated in the law of attraction. A high vibration indicates that a person is in harmony with their aspirations and can readily and almost instantaneously attract them. They seem to have an uncanny knack for getting their way in every situation. They may constantly be in perfect health or achieve the job they wanted. They plan ahead, make plans, and employ techniques like the law of attraction to bring their aspirations into physical form. Seeing how some people appear to possess an innate talent for drawing in whatever it is they want is quite intriguing. It pulls people in the direction of their goals, almost like a magnet. When those around them see this occurrence, they often find themselves in awe. Someone or something seems to emerge in their lives out of nowhere the moment they show interest in it. Although it's a great quality to have, the source of their brilliance isn't always obvious. Those who are operating at a lower vibratory level tend to see those who keep their vibration high as magical, if not witchy. Reason being, those with a high vibratory frequency draw practically anything they want into their lives. Those that are high vibrating have an easy time manifesting their wishes because they are in harmony with their emotions and have a solid connection to their inner self. People around them often report feeling their tremendous aura and wonderful energy. There is a lot that we can learn from these extraordinary people. Everything you feel, think, and say is actually expanding into the cosmos and paving the way for you to follow, as you are the one who created your reality. If you put a pebble into water, it will cause ripples to form, which will spread outward and alter the area around you. The way we think has a huge effect on how we feel, much like a wave in the ocean. Our ideas dictate the quality of our emotions, and every thought is a manifestation of our feelings. When we think positively, we might feel good about ourselves and our lives, and when we think negatively, we can feel dismal and despairing. Because of this, picking ideas that help us succeed rather than hinder us is of the utmost importance. We need to learn to replace negative thinking patterns with positive ones if we want to improve our emotional state and vibration. Even though it may be difficult, this is a critical step in making a difference in our world. When we alter our mental processes, we impact our emotional states and, by extension, our life experiences. Therefore, let us be careful with our ideas and build a life full of happiness, prosperity, and positive.